Hello and welcome to this new moon dream oracle forecast for either Friday or Saturday, depending on where in the world you are. Please note that even though these messages are transmitted at this time, if you come across this message at a later date, it just means that it is the perfect time for you to hear these messages. So stay tuned for the dream oracle forecast. Now, for those of you who are new to me and new to what a dream oracle is, essentially, I have a very unique gift where I can go into the dream world, connect with spirit and the universe, ask questions, and receive guidance. So for this general forecast, I've gone into the dream world and asked spirit and the universe for energy updates and messages and guidance for you at this time. So keep in mind, this is a general forecast. So if you have any burning questions in your own personal life, please feel free to connect with me at hollyemerson.com. My website is in the description. If you enjoy this video, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up. So these messages that I share with you are different in the sense that it's all about personal empowerment and transformation. It's not about passively digesting this information, but it's about giving you the tools that you need so you can fully integrate these messages into your life. I also share a new moon ritual at the end of this, so make sure you stay for that. So I'm curious, when I share these dream oracle readings with you, I often share little bits and pieces of the dream that I had that go along with the messages. Do you want me to share the dream, or are you just interested in the messages and you don't care to hear about the dreams? Let me know in the comments. I would love to have your feedback and how I can streamline these videos and make them better for you. All right, so let's dive in. The first message is all about creating community. I've noticed that a lot of stuff about community is coming up these days, so be mindful of the community that you're currently in. Does it resonate with you? How can you shift your community? How can you evolve your community, whether this is your actual neighborhood or your friend group or your family group? Whatever community means to you, just be mindful of how you're consciously co-creating community in your life. Message number 2 is about finding and discovering new parts of yourself. What parts of yourself have you not brought to light yet? What parts of yourself are still kind of in the dark and that you're holding back or only holding for yourself? There is an opportunity right now for you to shift that energy and bring it into the light, as in bring it to the world more fully. These parts of yourself that you're hiding and holding back, those are your gifts. Those are parts of your beautiful soul and your treasure. The word treasure is coming to mind right now, and it's important for you to share these parts of yourself with the world and explore these parts of yourself that you haven't maybe connected with yet, or you have connected with, but you're cautious of sharing these parts of yourself with the world. Now is a great time to start embodying those parts of yourself and bringing those parts of yourself more fully into the world. Right now, we're in a time of transition. There's a lot of shifting that is happening. It's not major foundational shifts, but they're shifting nonetheless. In my dream, there was this big rock wall and parts of it started to come apart. It wasn't the foundational pieces, but there was some parts that were crumbling on the wall, and it's an opportunity to rebuild parts and shift and add and grow. So where things were supportive in your life at one point, it's time for transition and time for things to shift. As you're connecting with these new parts of yourself, be conscious that transition is happening and be gentle and kind and compassionate towards yourself, as well as just be patient with allowing the shift to take place. Another thing that came through was that old friends or old acquaintances might suddenly pop up in your life. Notice these because they're little clues for you to connect in with maybe these parts of yourself that you've turned away from or shied away from. So just be mindful that there might be some old friends and acquaintances that might pop up in your life, and welcome them and ask, what is this person teaching me right now? What is this person reflecting to me that I need to witness within myself and show up in a new way? Message number 3 is practicing healthy discernment. So in this dream, I was connected with this spiritual teacher, And this spiritual teacher had this large group of people following her, yet she was really nasty. She was not a kind person. She did not have an open heart. She was very crusty, and yet people worshiped her. And they worshiped her knowing that she had these unbalanced energies within herself, and her messaging was not that of love and peace and grace and kindness, yet they still followed her. And so what I really got from this is be mindful of what you're consuming and who you are learning from. Who you are choosing to connect your energy into. Make sure that person truly does resonate with you. Make sure that you're not following this person because everybody else is following that person. Make sure it actually aligns with you. There are so many spiritual teachers and teachers out there, and not everybody is meant to resonate with the same person. So honor what feels right for you. Ask yourself if this spiritual teacher or who it is that you're working with resonates with you, and practice that healthy discernment and feel into what your truth is and be guided by your truth. Now, I said I was going to share with you a new moon ritual, and what that is writing down what it is that you connected with most in this dream oracle forecast, or whatever intention it is that you want to have this new moon energy support you in. And write that on a piece of paper and set it by your altar or in a sacred space that you see every day. And so each day when you walk by it, you can send it blessings and send it gratitude, and know that it is shifting the energy and supporting you in this time. If you can meditate on it on a daily basis, that's awesome. I also had a dream that said to integrate chocolate into this new moon ritual. So whatever that means for you. One of the biggest and most important things when it comes to doing rituals is listening to your intuition. So maybe your intuition doesn't like chocolate, but when I said chocolate, you thought of something else. Go with that. Maybe it's having like a little tiny piece of chocolate every day, and when you have that chocolate, you're feeling the energy that you want to embody and integrate into your life, or thinking about the message that resonates most with you and how you're bringing that into your life. Whatever it is, Spirit just said, use chocolate. So I definitely had to share that with you. I know there's going to be a ton of you that are going to say, yes, I can definitely bring in some chocolate into my new moon ritual this month. And like I said, listen to your intuition. Your intuition is your biggest guide, and above what I'm saying, what anybody else is saying, listen to your intuition, follow your intuition, and create your new moon ritual based on that. These are just little ideas that are meant to spark what your intuition is telling you as to what feels right on how to create a ritual for yourself. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I would love to hear in the comments below what your biggest aha was and biggest takeaway. And like I said, this is a general update and general forecast. So if you have some burning personal questions that you want, please feel free to connect with me. My website is in the description below. And while you're at it, please connect with me on Instagram. You can take a screenshot now and tag me in your feed or in your Instagram story. I would love to connect with you. Throughout the week, I share dream oracle messages in my stories and my feed, so you don't want to miss out on those. Every Tuesday, I post new videos here. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.